Because it's a special time in my life and a special time in all of our lives. Life is coming for us. It's coming for us and the people that we care about. And one of the most important things is to recognize that and to discipline your thinking, not to get caught up in what I call the attention economy. That the major challenge that most people are facing right now, that has always been, from my perspective, what has prevented people from manifesting their greatness, is distractions. Distractions. As I speak to you now, I'm dealing with a distraction in my life. When something happens to you or someone you care about, it's a distraction. And you have to discipline your mind on how you manage that. Understand what Shakespeare meant when he said, nothing is neither good nor bad, but thinking makes it so. And how many of you know, and how many of you have had goals and things that you wanted to do, and you found yourself now, because of this virus and because of things happening to people you care about as well as to yourself, it's been a distraction. And so, in reflecting and journaling, I want you to write this down, because I'm really zeroing in on, and I want you to write this down. Live your life the way that you want to leave your life. I was talking to my second oldest son, Patrick, who just got back from a tour in the Caribbean islands, and he was in Aruba and several other places. And Patrick's mindset is, Dad, I want to see the world before I leave the world. I said, that's what I'm talking about. And I decided, I said, wait a minute. There were so many things that I could be doing. And I decided I wasn't going to do any more public events, that I would just do everything virtually. But I love being around you. I enjoy it. And I said, I'm not going to be negligent. I'm going to be safe. I'm going to take all precautions. I've had all my shots. And if they want to give me another shot, I don't mind mooning them. You know, I got some room where y'all can put another shot, all right? But I said, hey, I'm 77. This is a double portion. 22. Bring out the greatness in you. It's a special time. The age of the Aquarius. And I said, I'm going to live my life the way I want to leave my life. And I'm going to prepare for you. I want to spend time with you, with a small group of people who have a passion and a hunger to die to who they have been, to give birth to who they are to become. People who've said, as they look at their lives, I've had it living like this. I want something else for me. Are you one of those people that you've said, this just can't be it? Here's something else. I like being happy. I like laughing, feeling good, being around people. Is that you? Listen, this, to me, this is the time to go in and to live hard and to go all out in doing that which you are to do. I believe sometimes you can say something so much that you trivialize it and it becomes very limited in your mind. Live each day as if it were your last, because one day it will be. That's real. And so I asked myself, what do you want to do with this time that you have left? A lot of people I know didn't make 77. And 7 is my lucky number. Okay? And I've been honored by so many people. I want to thank all of you from around the world congratulating me on my 77th birthday. I'm going to do this. Why? I'm going out doing what I want to do. I'm not going to be running scared. And I'm not going to be reckless. And I love creating experiences. And what's moving me now? Bob Proctor, an icon in this industry that I've known for over 40 years. I was just talking to a friend of mine, Dr. Cindy Trim. I said, when I started out, Robert Schuller was alive, Zig Ziglar was alive, Jim Rohn, Glenn Turner. When I think about all the people that are gone, Earl Nightingale, now Bob Proctor, all the people that are gone, when they selected the top 5 speakers in the world, General Norman Schwarzkopf, Robert Schuller, Paul Harvey, Lee Iacocca, and Les Brown. I was the only raisin in that glass of milk. Oh, behave. Hello. And my goal is to train messengers of hope. It's possible, or you deserve. You see those PBS specials. And I want to share with you, it would be a sin if I died and left here and didn't teach you. And for those of you that have not seen it, I want you to go online and put in Les Brown speaking in the Georgia Dome to 80,000 people. I heard a friend who said, he was telling a guy why he was coming to my training in Orlando. He said, if you want to be the best, you want to be trained by the best. He said, when he saw me speaking in the Georgia Dome, commanding an audience of 80,000 people, he said it inspired him. He said, Mr. Brown, it changed my life. He said, I'd gone through a divorce, I'd lost my job. He said, and I was diagnosed with cancer just like you. And when I saw you giving a speech from a hospital bed and nurses coming in and out of the room, when I saw you speaking in the Georgia Dome, it made me realize I got more in me. I can do more. That I want a life that's adventurous, a life that will make an impact. I want to touch people's lives just like you. And ladies and gentlemen, there's some people that's going to hear me, and there's some people that's going to hear you. And my goal is to share with you what Dr. Miles Monroe said. Rob the cemetery of your gifts, of your dreams, of your story, of your voice. Life ain't playing with us, and we shouldn't play either. How many of you know that life is serious now? It's different now. It's more intense. We're talking about 24/7, a full court press. People are suffering from anxiety and fear and uncertainty and hopelessness. And what's important? There are 3 things that's important now. 1, mental resolve, mental strength to handle this stuff. Because this is for people who want to live now. This is for people who want to make an impact now. This is for people who got a voice and who got a story and they want to share it. As Dr. Cheryl Woods would say, that story that you're sitting on, somebody is waiting on. This is for people who know that things have changed and they will never be the same again. This is the new normal. So I ain't wasting no time. I'm not wasting time with flaky people, with toxic people, people that cause stress and drama, family members, your children. No. No. This is the time you got to work on peace of mind, protect your health, put your energy into things that matter. The other thing is, you're going to learn some things that the other people won't know. Why? Because most people won't invest in themselves. We say, oh boy, I wish I knew sooner. Success is not convenient. Hello? Success is not convenient. You have to take advantage of it. Remember Michael Jackson said, this is it. He'd been holding out for years doing a concert. He said, this is it. That was the tour. This is it. They spent millions of dollars reserving stadiums, millions of dollars for a marketing campaign. But Death didn't care nothing about that. It was it, but not the it he was talking about. Come on. And so I'm living life in the present. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm doing it now. I don't push things off no more. I got some things I want to do and impact that I'm going to make. Don't let this 77 fool you. I still got the juice. I'm going to get the butter from the duck. Yes, that's why I'm here early. Don't play with me. I'm coming for you. Don't play with me. I ain't playing with you. See, today you have to manage your mind and control your thoughts. Today you have to have a continuous thirst of learning. Today you want to be a part of a community of collaborative, achievement-driven, supportive relationships. You don't want to try and do this thing, life, by yourself. No. No. Where two or three are gathered in my name. Name means nature in Aramaic language. It means, hey, that the nature of unity, of love, of collaboration, of togetherness, the possibilities of what can come out of that. One goose can fly 75% further in formation than it can with other geese. You want to be in a group of people that you can learn from, that you can grow from, that will hold you accountable, that will strengthen you. And here's something else. You want to start eliminating. I'm going to teach you how to evaluate relationships and to see if it's an asset or a liability. Is it this person an example of somebody that you should be involved with, or a warning of somebody that you need to run in the other direction? Life ain't playing. If you're casual about your dream and the life that you want, it will end up a casualty. I'm telling you, I got here because I took life seriously. I wanted to buy my mother a home. I wanted to take care of her. And then all kinds of stuff's happened. Just met my birth family. For the first time last year, saw pictures of my birth mother, Dorothy Bell Rucker. She was a motivational speaker. Come on. Beulah Rucker out of Gainesville, Georgia, knew Mary McLeod Bethune and Eleanor Roosevelt. She was a motivational speaker. Come on, you can't make this stuff up. Come on, I knew nothing about them. My two brothers that I did not know, they said, you never saw our mother and you're just like her. How do you explain that? I don't know. Some nature, some nurture. I don't know. But I say, Miles Monroe had a point. Live full and die empty. My goal is to die empty. No, to get the butter from the duck. No, to use all the talents, abilities, and the things that life has placed in me to serve you. Our kids are listening to us. I saw a 10-year-old girl committed suicide. Our children are listening to us. The level of anxiety. They did a study of over 42% of people that's going to the emergency rooms are dealing with unusual high levels of depression, of anxiety, of insomnia. People who can't get a good night's sleep. This place where we are, this is real. How many of you know, if you felt the stress and the pressure, things are happening in relationships unlike anything we've ever seen before. And I still believe that everything that I've experienced, everything that I have gone through, that God has prepared me for this time. And there's some of you that can hear me. The majority of people, I'm clear, my message is not for the majority of people. No, I'm not the one. But there's some of you that can hear me that you were in a dark place. And as a lady said the other day, I was in a dark place. I was going through some changes with my ex-husband. It was abusive. And I decided that I was going to take him out. And she said, I heard your voice. And I heard you say, let go or be dragged. And I realized I was allowing him to drag me down, and I had to let him go because he wasn't good for me. Sometimes a word can just disrupt your thinking. I'm going to teach you how to use your words, your story in a different game plan. It requires a different game plan where we are. Why? We're in a new space, new levels, new skills are required. You're going to learn that. This is for those on top and those who want to get there. The majority of people, they're caught up in entertainment. And don't try and talk them out of it. It's none of your business what they do with their business. You take care of your business. I had one of my kids call me, telling me about one of my sons. I said, that's his business. That's not my business. Our children, they come from us, but they come by the grace and mercy of God. That's God's business. He and God can handle that. I'm through. That's above my pay grade. No, I ain't giving no attention and no money, no energy at all. Don't nobody bring me no bad news. I'm busy being happy. And trust me on this. There's some value in laughing. It fortifies the immune system. I'm telling you what I know. There's value in being deliberate and making a conscious, deliberate effort to have peace of mind so you can get a good night's sleep, so you can focus, so you can clear your head. There's some people that bring out the worst in you. Do you hear me? They bring out the worst in you. And there are people that you give them everything you have, and then they turn against you, your own children. I'm telling you what I know. Family members, I'm telling you what I know. This is no rumor. I'm telling you what I know. They forget all the good things you do for them. And you become a victim of the but. Yeah, you did that, but. And all they can do is recall all the negatives. They want to rub your face in it and make you feel guilty. No, I don't choose to participate in that. I'm living my life. I know I have my shortcomings. I know I'm not perfect. I know I'm here because of the grace of God's mercy. But listen to me. Our goal is to live full and to die empty, as Miles said, to make a difference, to live a life that will outlive me. So when I leave here, I will leave a legacy, not liabilities. Nobody will have a GoFundMe. Do you know this is a time people selling T-shirts and having GoFundMes to bury somebody? Are you kidding me? A friend of mine, brother died. They're doing a GoFundMe. Come on. No. See, this is an incredible time. This is a great time. Come on, Les. Don't you know about the pandemic? Yes. But I'm not looking at that. Why not? What you focus on the longest becomes the strongest. If you focus on this pandemic, it's going to become the strongest. I got N95s and I got a plastic mask. I ain't crazy. But I'm not focused on this. I'm focused on me, the lesbrown beyond 77. people who can see what I see and want to be a part of my community. I'm working on not being in a nursing home. That's taking care of me. That's why I'll be walking tomorrow. That's why after I finish tonight, I'll be doing Qigong and my push-ups and exercising to take care of my body so I can wipe my own behind. I'm not going to put that on my kids. I'm not going to be a burden to my kids. No. Absolutely not. I'll take care of myself. This thing called life is serious. And I've got a friend going through some stuff, and it reminded me when I was going through a struggle, and Robert Boyd, a friend of mine, said, Les, wherever you find yourself at some point in time, you made an appointment to be there. What did you do? How did you set yourself up for where you are now? You know, I wanted to slap the living hell out of him. Because the truth hurts. Winston Churchill said the truth is incontrovertible. Malice may attack it. Ignorance may deride it. But at the end, there it is. Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Carlyle said, truth crushed the earth shall rise again. He was right. And some people just don't get it. Some people you can't help. Some people are hell-bent on doing the wrong thing. Leave them alone. I'm telling you, it's not being cold, it's not being insensitive, it's being sensible. Leave them alone. That's their life, and that's their choice, and you don't get to weigh in on that, even if they are your grown children. I had a friend of mine, she's driving around looking for a tree to hang herself because her son said, you weren't a good mother. I said, are you crazy? You must be. Doesn't matter what he said. I saw you, and I saw him, and you were a good mother. Were you perfect? No. Mamie Brown wasn't perfect. That's disrespectful of him. Honor thy mother and thy father, and thy days may be long. This group here, these must be some aliens. They have no sense of decency, filthy mouths, and feel entitled. I like what Shaq said to his children. They talk about we rich. And Shaq said, no, I'm rich. Come on. Come on. Your children are supposed to go beyond you. I went beyond Mamie Brown, who cleaned homes and worked in the M&M cafeteria in downtown Miami. I went beyond her. Your children are to go beyond you. Do more than what you have done. But you have this distracting factor called entertainment. This distracting mindset of entitlement. No. This mindset of like somebody owe you something. Nobody owe me nothing. No. Oh, he's on fire. Let me see some fire flames. Come on, let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it. Oh boy, yes. It's, it's this thing called life. It's different. And what I found, Marion White said this, in life, when you don't have enough courage or to know that you've outgrown a situation or your circumstances or relationship, if you don't have enough insight or courage to know that you have outgrown that and it's time to move on, life will move on you. I ain't playing with you. I'm coming for you. I'm telling you what I know. I did not know that I had outgrown WVKL radio station in Columbus, Ohio. So they had fired me, and they had to fire me twice. I called a strike against the radio station, got my job back the first time, and they had to fire me again. But had they not fired me, I'd have never became a motivational speaker. Had they not fired me, I'd have never produced specials for public television. Had they not fired me, I'd have never given the speech in the Georgia Dome that it's not over till you win. Had they not fired me, I would have never given the speech in Chicago. It's possible. Go online and see it. People talking about it for years. Helen Keller said, when one door closes, another door opens, but most people spend so much time focused at and talking about the closed door, they don't see the open door. How many of you had something happen to you, and at first when it happened to you, you thought it was tragic, you thought it was bad. Then you look back as you went into the future and say, whoa, I'm so glad that happened to me. It happened to me, but it also happened for me. L.C. Robinson said, things may happen around you and things may happen to you, but the real important thing are the things that happen in you. How many of you know that's true? That you can look back at your life, you've been in a relationship and you were fighting for that relationship. And then you got out, and years later, you see that person and you ask the question, what state of mind was I in when I went up in there? When I was trying to get counseling to stay in there. What state of mind was I in? It's called delayed enlightenment. Oh my God. Come on now. Come on, let's get real. Let's keep it real. I'm gonna get the butter from the duck. I'm hungry to get to you. Oh yeah. I'm going to Ireland. I got a call about 4 places in Nigeria. They want me to come. Lagos, Benin, Abuja. I'm going to the UK, Canada. I think I'm going to do 7. You know, 7 is my lucky number. 7 international flights. And that's it. Do the rest virtually. Why? 1, because I want to. And I can. I don't need the money. That's a good position to be in. 2, I want to spend more time with my grandchildren. I wish I'd had my grandchildren first. I wish I had them first. Hello. But I want to spend more time. They call me Papa. So, but here's what I want to say to you. You got greatness in you. And when you come to this training, I'm doing this. When you come to this training, I'm doing it all. Got some guests, but I'm doing this. It's going to change your life. I ain't playing with you. I'm coming for you. My goal is to finish life strong. I want God to say, well done, my good and humble servant. Live full, die empty. Warren Buffett said when he graduated from Harvard, the first thing he did, he took a communications course. Why? Because your ability to communicate, your ability to present yourself, we're going from brick and mortar. Virtual seminars. It's an $800 billion industry before the pandemic. Wow. I spoke in 3 states today from Orlando. Mickey Mouse is outside cutting my grass. My boy, that's my homie. He needs some part-time work. You know what? You got issues, my brother. Oh, you have something special. You have greatness in you. I hope I brought a smile to your face, made you feel good. Bye for now. Oh, behave.